back with another YouTube video. Today, I wanted to talk about basically how I'm maximizing my savings this year, and I'm gonna start tracking every dollar. I think I'm gonna start at the beginning of June since May is almost over, and it's like one more day. Today is the 31st currently as I'm recording this, so I think I'm gonna start at the beginning of June, and for the next 7 months, since that's when the year ends, I'm gonna be tracking every dollar that I could possibly track, leaving out of my accounts and everything. So basically, I wanted to go over the points and the main things that I think will help me like reach this goal. The first thing is a daily habit tracker. I think this will like help me maximize like exactly what I'm doing with my money, and not only just money, but spending. Like, how can I do things in my everyday life that are like that'll become consistent and save me more money, while also building character and everything. So the first thing is daily habit tracker. I started that up. I got like a few things that I put on there already. Waking up at 6 a.m. Read more books. There's a couple other things on there. I can't really remember it just yet. But when I start getting more consistent, then I'll know them like off the top of my head. So that's the first thing. Start your daily habit tracker. I think that's like a good mechanism to add into your days. And secondly, I wanted to ask myself basically what and how much money am I spending on things that I pay for daily, weekly, or monthly. That's like the main question I want to keep like at the top of my thoughts every time I'm waking up at that 6 a.m. Get into the bag, What and how much money am I spending on the things that I pay for daily, weekly, and monthly? I think if I continue to ask myself that consistently and track it, I'll be able to maximize my savings this year. Secondly is, what can I do to minimize those numbers as much as possible? So if I'm tracking it every time, I know what's going in and out of my accounts. I know what I'm spending my money on. I know where the leakages can come from. Leakages can come from. Basically meaning like little subscriptions and shit like that. I wouldn't say I'm subscribed to anything, honestly. I don't remember the last thing I subscribed to for money. But like the little things you pay for daily and you don't really realize you're paying for it like so consistently or daily or weekly, monthly, that it becomes like normal. I want to try to like catch those things and see how I could possibly minimize that. And basically, yeah, that's all with that point. And then the third thing is no spend days. So they kind of like piggybacking off one another. I feel like all of them like string together well. If I can have no spend days, sorry, I'm crossing the street right now. But if I can have no spend days and start looking at everything like, I can get through the day without spending $1 type of thing. That's basically what a no spend day is. So I want to be able to do that. I'm talking about like down to the cent. Like, if I can have a day where I'm not spending at least like a cent on nothing, then that's like big accomplishment. That's like the ideal type of day that I want to have. And I want to keep trying to make that consistent, because if you become consistent not spending money, then it almost becomes normal. It becomes normal, a normal mechanism to the brain, and you never like tempted to do anything or spend anything unless it's a necessity, something to like get through the day. So basically, if you go to work and you use public transportation, you gotta pay for that. Something like that is a necessity. You need to be able to get to work to make more money. So that, and then the last thing, which is kind of like stringing together with all of everything, consistency. I think consistency is probably like the main point. Honestly, all of them are the main points. Everything strings together well, but consistency will help to maximize everything. If I can stay consistent with all these points and asking myself all these questions on a daily basis, then I feel like I'll definitely be able to maximize my savings and tracking just every dollar I'm spending, all the money that's going in and out of my accounts. And I think that sharing this with other people it'll probably help y'all too. If you are saving and building your net worth, investing, everything like that, this is all to like kind of like maximize that. So you're getting the most out of investing. If you want to max out your Roth and stuff like that, you need to be able to like put as much money you can before that term is up. Because a Roth got like basically a time limit on it. I feel like it's enough time for everybody, but you just never know anybody's situation. So just keep tracking. That's like the main thing. You keep tracking, you'll be able to maximize all your assets. And that's like what I'm focusing on. So I'm gonna go one more time and then I'm gonna be out. Basically, first we got the daily habit tracker. That's like the basis of everything. And then you want to transfer to what and how much money am I spending on a daily, or you're spending on a daily, weekly, and monthly. Secondly, this is like the second point. What can I do to minimize those numbers as much as possible? Keep asking yourself that. How many no spend days can you go over the next 7 months? Basically not spending not even $1, a cent, nothing. And then lastly, consistency. If you stay consistent, this stuff will play out well. I feel like it's been working for me. I haven't fully incorporated all of these ideas into but over the next 7 months, I'm going to be like rigorously doing this. Like I'm talking about pinpoint. This is like my hedgehog concept. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. Day out. Keep investing, keep saving, stay motivated.